Hey there guys, Ben here from Corner Flag Games and welcome back to episode number 21 of the FIFA 23 Road to Glory career mode with Portsmouth. Yes, we are finally at the point where we do need to finish Portsmouth. So basically the way that we're going to do that is we are going to simulate. So as a quick recap, we are now in the Premier League. It's our first season in the Premier League. And we are now going to steamroll through the rest of this season and the rest of this career mode by basically simulating all the way through, as I don't really have the time to stream or do anything too in-depth before we need to get... We just need to get this career mode finished by the start of the next AFC, because there's been a whole name change and shit since then. So we're going to go and now get that done. So before we get too far into it, we're going to jump across now into the live screen and find out just where we're at. Alrighty guys, so here we are now back into the live screen. So let's have a quick recap of what we've got, who's laying around, what the squad looks like before we start simulating into our first season into the Premier League. In saying that, we do have 3 brand new kits, probably that we won't get to see. We might get to see them. I might choose to play a couple of select games throughout this episode. Whilst I'm recording this, I also don't know how long this episode's going to be. It could be 10 minutes, it could be 30 minutes, it could be an hour for all we know. We are definitely going to play the Champions League final. At the end of the day, that is the goal to get there. But let's have a quick run through now where we are, what we need to do, and what the squad looks like. So, moving into the squads, what players we have and what ratings they have, this is our first team setup. We are still playing a 3-5-2 formation. This is the first team going in to the first game of the season. So, De Ketelaere and Dobvik up front. We've got a midfield 5 of Ford, Frankie de Jong, Janatip Songkrasen, Mr. Captain Fantastic, Sickledow and Hector Bayern out on the right-hand side with a back 3 of John Stones, Lockie Jackson and Willie Saliba. We also have Jan Oblak in goal. Moving into our substitutes bench, we have Olivier Giroud, Antoine Griezmann, Kent, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Cristiano Ronaldo, Alvarado and Kim Min-jae. Moving into our reserves, a lot of these players will end up being used in the backup brigade squad as well. We've got Herrera, Harry Suter, Ramos, Kamada, Brabeck, Mukoko, Altamari. I do have a lot of these lower rated players out on loan at the moment. Benzema, Vicario, Aaron, Weigl, Kleinheisler, Sanchez, Mark Under to Stegen, Nathan Ake, Fernandez, Gallagher, and Rafael Leao. Alrighty guys, so here we are where we cut in for the first time this season, and surprisingly enough, it's because we are actually in the Europa League. So we come in about a month in from where we last left off, and we've been drawn in Group E of the Europa League with Rangers, Copenhagen and Austria Wien. Dare say there shouldn't be an issue for us getting out of this group, but hey, stranger things have happened. We're now going to simulate further on and see if we can actually get to the midway point of the season now. And I will return if anything happens in between then. If not, I'll catch you at the halfway point. Alrighty guys, so here we are now at the halfway point of the season. And we are currently sitting top of the table only by 1 point. We're doing okay. Liverpool sitting in second, and they are hotly contested on our tails. We played them very early on in the season, and I think we beat them, which is not too bad. So this is how the top 8 sits at the moment. We'll start to move further down. Spurs not doing too well in 8th. Arsenal doing terrible in 13th. Villa doing bad in 16th. United in 17th. That's terrible. With all the Saudi money as well. Newcastle United sitting in the relegation zone with Norwich and Brentford. Moving on now, guys, to the Europa League. And halfway through, before we go and start the preliminary rounds for all the other clubs that have been dumped out of the Champions League, we've done well. We've absolutely clutched our group stage. 6 wins from 6. Copenhagen also doing well, only conceding 7 goals and winning 3 of their games. So they'll jump through to the next round with us. Alrighty guys, so a brief recap. First half of Premier League football for us at Portsmouth has gone really, really well. We sit first by a single solitary point against Liverpool. Doing okay in the Europa League as well, but I'll let you guys know how we go, and hopefully I'll see you at the end of the season. Here we are, guys. Welcome back. We are now towards the end of the season, and a couple of good developments have happened over the past 6 months. As you can see right now, up there on screen is the Premier League table. After 38 games, we won 30, drew 6, lost 2 for 96 points. We have absolutely decimated the league by 10 points. Not Centurions, but a good showing nonetheless. Only conceding 37 goals all season. Spurs next best in 5th with 38 conceded. That's actually not a fair effort. Let's move now into some other standings, and we'll have a look. The Community Shield. We ended up winning the Community Shield at the start of the season 2-1 against Liverpool. We'll move now into the Carabao Cup. Carabao Cup, we didn't win that one. That was a win for Liverpool. 2-0 over Tottenham. Where did we come? Jeez, that's a fair whack back. Birmingham did alright against Hull. Jesus, how far back did we get knocked out? Back. It's fucking terrible. Don't tell me we went out in the first round. Have I just missed it? Or... And after a quick cut and 5 minutes worth of bloody searching, I've found it. Here it is. Right above my head here, Watford beating us in the second round 5-4 on penalties after a 1-1 draw. What else have we got? Let's have a look at our Europa League. We've made the Europa League final. We've made the Europa League final here against Chelsea. And the FA Cup. We won the FA Cup. We've also won the FA Cup 2-1 against Manchester City. Alright guys, so here we are. It is now our final game of the season. It is the Europa League final. And we have been matched up in this one against Chelsea. Playing as the away team, technically, even though it's not in a stadium in England. So on the left, we have Chelsea's lineup. On the right, we've got our lineup. So guys, without further ado, let's get into this final. And here we go, guys. We are off and running. Chelsea will get us underway. I have not physically played a game of FIFA 23 in, I reckon, probably since the last time we did a stream of the Portsmouth Road to Glory. So, knows how this is going to go. Chelsea get a chance early. Nemecha Oblak comes out for the save. Nearly 4 minutes in. Graham Potter's still at the helm. Jesus. Alright, corner now for Chelsea. Us to defend, 4 minutes in. We haven't even touched the ball yet. Bayern gets it out only as far as Frank Yannick Kiesi. Plays one through for Stevens. Stevens gets a shot. Oblak gets another hand to it. And they get another corner. It looks like we're on the defense in the first 5 minutes. We still haven't even touched the ball yet. Bayern, get in there, lad. It's on Kraasen. Now, we do have the champion himself on the bench in this game. And it is, what's his name? Friggin' Olivier Giroud. He's retiring at the end of this season. This is the final chance for him to get some game. Forward now. The back. Playing towards the line. Nothing coming. Tries to get through. Forward. Can he find someone? Tries to find Son Kraasen. That's a dodgy ball. Get there. Get in there. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jackson. Hold it. Bayern. I've got to remember how to play a 5 at the back formation. It's not something I've done very regularly. D. Catalan gets in. That's the heavy touch. What? He's called a penalty. He's called a pen. We'll take it. We'll take it. I'm undecided whether I'm going to just throw this game in as full or whether I'm just going to chop it up into highlights. I'm probably just going to throw it in as full. We get a penalty 16 minutes in. How fancy are those new kits as well? Alright, and it's going to be Artem Dobvik who's going to take it up against Onana. He's going top left. Bins! And there it is. It's the goal. We will fucking take it. Dobvik, 16 minutes in, off a stroke of good fortune. Our first real attack. That's a decent and tidy pen. Look at the Gianfranco Zola stuff in the background. That's fucking funny. All right, the goal comes to Artem Dovbyk. 16 goals in 13 Europa League matches. Is that Chelsea stuck in the Europa League? This is more a Champions League final. We're going to push on. God, if I can actually lay a tackle. It's been so long since I played this. Herrera. Good catch in the midfield. Sonkrasen looked to build from the back. Stonesy looking to travel forward. Finds De Jong. De Jong finds Songy Boy. Songy Boy. Look at him go. Back. De Jong. There's the cross. Back stick. It's Dovbyk. Oh, that's so unlucky. He got a decent header to it. Onana's done well. That's a great cross. Oh, it's a strong hand. That's a strong hand for him. Right, we get our first corner. Fuck, I haven't done a corner in ages. Play low and flat. I don't know how this is going to go. Songy, 3 bars of power. Is anybody there? Dovbyk gets up. Scratch that one out. Jackson to De Jong. Looking to get it past everyone. Saliba, the centre-back, coming all the way through. Can he get one across? He tries to. It falls nicely to Dovbyk. That's a great stop by Mendy again. We're pushing now. 26 minutes in. Tries to find Dovbyk. Oh! Is that another penalty? Mendy nearly saved it across his own line. That one back. Dovbyk sitting deep. Bayern. Can you find Dovbyk? Oh, just a bit too strong. Yessi playing it through the guts. We've got nobody on this far side in Kuku. Stonesy tries to get there. Saliba does well. Oh, and fucking Stonesy hands it off. Oh, that's danger. Stevens! Great save by Oblak. Fuck, we got out of jail there. Saliba. Forward. Tries to find Bayern. Can he win it? The press is there. Coming at us heavy. I think 3 at the back might be a bit dangerous. Oh, that's a terrible pass. What am I thinking? The Catalaire's coming deep. That's just completely rolled past. Nemec's there. Nah, nothing we could have done. Fuck's sake, that's terrible defending. Stones was drawn so far high. Look at that. Why is he sitting so far? And then I bring Saliba back to cover the cutback. I could have brought Oblak out. That's terrible. That's terrible. Played so well. To be fair, we did get a bit lucky. But I want to push. I want to push. Come on, boys. I've got all these options and none of them come back. None of them help. Saliba. Jacko. Oh! Can get back. Just not used to the formation anymore. And now Bayern's caught. Have to pull it in early. Right, we are now in stoppage time. That was a decent ball. I had some spin on it. Nemecha. Oh, Kai Havertz tries to break one through. Nemecha blocks him. That was a solid tackle. Tries to play that through, but that's going to be half time. That's some good football, some very lucky football, and some fucking utterly disgusting football. We should be romping this. And we'll jump into the sheds at half time. It's 1-1. We're going to move now into the second half. We'll start things off. I'm looking for one in the second half as early as we can get it. I know I'm playing a really high line. I've really got to use my defensive midfielders a lot more. Bayern, Songy, De Jong, elects to go safe. Ford, keep that in. De Jong, Catalet, Herrera from range. Bastoni takes a massive deflection. We'll get another corner. It's Songy Boy to take it. He just needs to put a bit more on him, I think. That's in the mix. Saliba's up. There it is. Fucking Saliba. Let's go. Defenders doing their job. Coming up for corners. Playing 3 at the back, I've got to have tall defenders. And that's another reason why. Because if it drops into the box off a header, then that's class. That's class. That should have been saved on the line. That should have been saved on the line. That's terrible. Terrible defending by Chelsea. Right. 2-1. Let's do this. Catalan wins it high up the pitch. Reece James is just too quick. Pile the pressure on though. The pressing. There we go. Force the mistake. Songy. Bayern looking for help. Bayern's going to go into the box. Launches it back. Who's there at the back stick? It finds a mess of bodies. Win it. Can't win anything to save herself. We'll look to make some changes soon. I am going to bring on Giroud for his final game. Bayern turns. Shoots from range. That's terrible. Look to get back. Herrera's sitting so high up the pitch. Songy. And he peeked that ball through. It's Dobbik. Dobbik rolls it. There is 3. It is the Ukrainian free agent. I'm pretty sure he's been here since season 1 as well. That's a tidy finish. I got Cristiano Ronaldo on the bench. That's class. Time to step in. Driven low, rolled it past him. That's too good. 2 goals up now. We'll make that change. We'll make that change now. 61 minutes in. It's the last hurrah for Olivier Giroud. Absolutely slapped it. An off the bench wizard in this career mode. He's been an MVP. One of the greatest free agent pickups, even at his age. He's absolutely destroyed. We'll bring him on for his final hurrah. He's going to try and see if we can get into list silverware. Bastoni coming forward. Chelsea are bringing their defenders forward. Kai Havertz now isolated wide. That's a decent ball. That's gone all the way through. That's dangerous. Forward. Even now Ford's deep. Just ping that forward. And I find Songy. I do. Dobbik. Is he onside? He does. He looks onside. Dobbik. Dobbik makes it 4-1. He smashed it. He's got a hat-trick in. He's got a hat-trick in a cup final. Can't ask for anything else. Well, maybe a cutback for Giroud. Get them pumping. They just drive through my defensive line. Bayern. Herrera. Dobbik. And he now turned provider. The Songy boy. Oh, he just took too long to turn. Pressure's on. Playing us around. Tiki-taki football. Decent. I got no defenders in the mix. Nemecha now. Gets there. Manages to keep it though. Nemecha. The cross in. He tries to find Jude. And we've found Giroud. Can we find Giroud? The man needs a goal. Lockie Jackson. Heads up. Giroud. Finds Dobbik. Dobbik. Found Giroud. Tried to bust it on the turn. I'm trying to not be greedy. I should have just been greedy. Giroud. Plays that through. He's found Songy boy. The nice ball through. Bayern. Can he launch one on the head of Giroud? Not this time. Forward. It's been pretty quiet in this game. 85 minutes, 86 gone now. Chelsea get another chance through in Nkunku. That's come straight to Lockie Jackson. No, 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 no. Oh, Black. Safe hands. Safe hands. You know what? Let's bring on Ronaldo. Because who knows? At 40 years of age, it could quite possibly be his last game too. Wait. That's out of here. It's Dobby. It's Dobby. It's Dobby. He's got the legs. We're in injury time. Where are you, Giroud? Where are you, Giroud? Oh. I don't think we're going to get him his goal. That's unfortunate. Maybe. Maybe. Just maybe. Just maybe. Giroud! And what I can tell is his only touch of the game. He spurs it wide of the goal, but it doesn't matter. It does not matter, ladies and gentlemen, because we have, in our first season in the Premier League, bested Chelsea 4-1. And we will win ourselves a Europa League final. And here is the team. Ladies and gents, there it is. Look at that trophy. It's fantastic. I don't remember us ever winning a Europa League in the road to glory. I think we've generally always bypassed it and gone to the Champions League. And then just gone for that. But captain, fantastic. Janitip Songkrasen will lift it. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Our first season in the Premier League. We take home a European trophy. Alrighty, guys. So up above my head right here is the end of the season. The end of the 2025-2026 season. You can see a brief overview of what we have won throughout that season. So, guys, join me now as we now move in to Season 2. So, guys, welcome on in to the 2026-2027 Premier League season. A couple of things to discuss of note. Our squad is really, really strong. In saying that, though, we have had a couple of retirees. Giroud has retired. Cristiano Ronaldo has retired. Karim Benzema has already been sold. Our team should be fine the way that it is. But there's a couple of aging players that I probably don't need that I could free up wages and stuff for something else. So when that sort of stuff happens, I'll probably come back to you guys at the end of the transfer window to let you know the deal. Alrighty, guys, so it's time to detail our transfers ins and outs now that the transfer window has officially shut. So the first one here is a 28-year-old Fikayo Tomori coming in from Red Bull Leipzig. 90 million that one cost us. The next one is Harry Kane. Picked him up, the 33-year-old, off the free agents. Mason Mount has also come in from Borussia Dortmund for 12.5 million plus Julian Weigl. Nathan Ake has been sold for 85 million to Red Bull Salzburg. This one's probably our big ticket transfer dealing. We've brought in, from our Europa League final rivals Chelsea, we've brought in a 23-year-old Jude Bellingham for 165 million. Antoine Griezmann has finally left the club. The 35-year-old leaves us and goes to Real Sociedad for 21.6 million. Somebody else who's been sitting here for quite a while that we've finally been able to get off is El Tamari. The left winger, 29-year-old, will go to Getafe for 25 million. Young 19-year-old striker here, Krupa, who we brought in off the free agents, has immediately been loaned out to Atletico Madrid. One of our backup goalkeepers that we thought was going to maybe hit the big time, but it just hasn't happened that way. Vicario, the current Tottenham goalkeeper, has now disappeared. He's gone off to Norwich for 125 million. Laszlo Kleinheisler, who has been here for ages, finally gets to depart with the incoming Mason Mount. The 32-year-old will piss off now to Inter for 67.5 million. One of our stalwart fullbacks, considering we don't run fullbacks in our formation anymore, 29-year-old Aaron has gone to Juventus on a one-year loan. Same thing here with young Kovacic. The 20-year-old centre midfielder who we picked up off the free agents list will go to Spurs immediately on a 12-month loan. And that is all our transfer dealings for this window. So, moving into this, our new and current season, this, on top of my head, is what the lineup will look like for this season. So, Jan Oblak will be in goal, a back three of Jackson, Saliba and Stones. Two holding midfielders in Bellingham and De Jong. Two wingers in Bellerin and Ford. Songkrasen will be the cam, and Dobvik and De Ketelari will be the strikers up top. We have also fixed up our bench. Our bench is now filled with the top level players that we can field. We're not running 2 separate squads anymore, which just balls to the wall for this one. Alrighty, guys, I will reconvene back with you guys in a few minutes once we know what Champions League group we've been drawn in. Alrighty, ladies and gents, and we are back. Our Champions League group has been decided up here on screen. So we have been drawn in a group with Napoli, Benfica, and Dynamo Zagreb. That, to me, does not look like a bad group for us. We will now reconvene at the midway point of the season and see how we're getting on. Alrighty, guys, now here we are at the halfway point of the season. It is 20 games played, and we are coming second by a single point to Manchester City, who have gone on an absolute tirade, to be fair. One of our last games in December, we actually drew with them 1-1, which was really annoying. We'd have won that, we'd have probably gone over them. But we're doing all right. Liverpool aren't far. Well, I say they're not far. They are far. It's us and City that are running away with it as far as I'm concerned. We've both conceded the same amount of goals, us and City as well, which is really bad. Good. Good for us, probably, because we're running 3 at the back. Bad for them, because they're running 4 at the back. But goal difference, there's not a lot in it either. Both sides are scoring really well. We'll start looking down further end at the table. Chelsea in 6th. Villa are back up there in 5th. West Ham, surprisingly, in 4th. Spurs have come back up. Arsenal sitting in 12th. We've just beaten them as well. Have a look down. So in your relegation zone at the moment, we've got Fulham, Southampton, and Crystal Palace. Looks like Norwich went down. They went and spent like 125 million on our goalkeeper in the championship, which is really weird. Our Champions League group. We are in the round of 16 and we've got fucking Barcelona. That's a rough draw. Liverpool is still in it. City is still in it. Red Bull Salzburg, surprisingly. And Leipzig are in it as well. Napoli, Chelsea are in it this time. They've gotten out of their group. Galatasaray surprisingly get out of their group. We didn't lose a single game. We did draw one, though. So, we're not, 6 for 6 this time. Conceded 5 goals as well. When you look at it, that's not too bad. Okay, guys, so that now leads us to the end of January. No transfer business has been done in this window. So, guys, I will meet you on the other side at the end of this season. And here we are, guys, the end of the season. We finally got there. We've finally gotten there. You guys have no idea how long I've been recording for today. This is like 4 hours, 4.5 hours now just for all this. By the time I stop and do transfers and stuff like that. But guys, here we are. We're at the end of the season. Unfortunately, we did not go back-to-back in the Premier League this year. As you can see up there on the screen. We miss out by a whole 2 points. A whole 2 points. That's one draw. One draw we missed out by. But I think, yeah, we would have been knocked out on goal difference. City were just a class above this season. Liverpool were miles behind us. It was basically a 2-horse race the entire time. Going down to the bottom end, Chelsea finished in 9th. Arsenal in 14th. Going down is Fulham, Leicester, and Southampton. We'll have a look at the other stuff while we're here, just to recap everything. We lost 2-1 to Liverpool in the Community Shield at the start of the year. The FA Cup was won by us 2-1 over Wolves. The Carabao Cup, we beat Tottenham 3-1. Take that home. So we've brought home a bit of silverware. Second, again, as we mentioned in the American Challenge Cup. The UEFA Super Cup. We actually beat City 4-3. Yep, we know about that one. Let's have a look who's in the Conference League. Wanderers, Wolves, actually won the Conference League. All right. Against Getafe. The Europa League was won by Lyon, beating Tottenham 3-2. And the big one, have we made the Champions League final? We've done it. We've done it. We've made the Champions League final. How was our run in? So, won our group. We beat Barcelona 6-2 on aggregate. So, the first game must have been a 1-1 draw. The second game, we beat them 5-1 at home. Wow, okay. That's interesting. In the quarterfinals, who did we have? Quarterfinals, we had Liverpool, and we only scraped through 3-2. In the semi-finals, we took on City. Oh, they must have bottled it in Europe then. We beat them 5-4 on aggregate. Then we'll take that, and of course PSG in the final. But before we go anywhere, we're going to wrap up this season anyway and go through all the goal scorers, Golden Boot, because I forgot to do it in the last season, which is really annoying. I completely flaked out and forgot to do it. Alright, so here is the table for the Golden Boot in the Premier League. This year it was won by Haaland. He scored 38 goals in 38 games. He scored in every single game of the season. Ramos come in second for us with 25 out of 37. Dovic coming in a close third with 26 in 38. Alvarado in 20th with 12 in 34. And that's it. We'll move now to the assists. Phil Foden takes that out with 15 in 38. Bayern gets in second with 10 out of 37. We were just second best all season. De Jong gets 8 in 37. Any more? Alvarado got 6 in 34. We were just second best. And Edison takes out the clean sheets. 13 out of 38. Oblak got second with 11 out of 37. They were just the team to beat this season. Well, guys, how was that for an episode? It is absolutely massive. Guys, if you haven't already, please make sure to like the video, give it a thumbs up down there below. If you have any comments, guys, feel free to engage down there in the comment section. The Champions League final game will be out in a separate episode later on, probably a week after this one. I don't know, maybe a week, it might be a couple of days, depends on how long it takes me to chop all this down and edit it for everyone to watch. Also as well, down in here, I will make sure to put links to everything. Links to my Twitch, links to the YouTube, Spotify, you know, social medias and whatever. You guys know the drill. You guys don't need to tell you this. Until next time, guys, I've been Ben from Corner Flag Games. You guys have been fucking amazing, and I'll catch you in another one very, very soon. Bye-bye!